Hello, my name is Betty Comp. You honored me in 2004, 2006, and 2008 by electing me your state representative. I've spent my time as a legislator doing my best to live up to the trust you placed in me. I've taken a lifetime experiences to guide my decisions. I've worked hard to reduce government waste by reducing expensive golden parachutes for retiring school administrators and helping pass legislation creating the Committee on Performance Excellence to force state agencies to be more efficient. We also reduced health insurance overhead costs for school employees to put more money in the classroom. Our schools can use this savings to improve student performance. To keep our community safe and secure, I supported consumer protection bills to reduce predatory lending in Oregon. We also have spent a great deal of time in making sure that our roads and communities are safe by providing state police patrols on our highways across Oregon. They now are on our roads 24/7. This September, we allocated emergency dollars to once again keep our state police on our roads, protecting all of us. Health care continues to be too expensive. The legislature reduced prescription drug costs and created the Oregon Prescription Drug Program. During the 2008 session, we also increased funding for additional health care options for seniors to maintain a high level of quality care. Just this summer, while serving on the Emergency Board, we took action to again fund Oregon Project Independence to keep seniors and people with disabilities in their home, saving them thousands and thousands of dollars by not having to live in a nursing home or care facility. Serving you has been a great honor. With your support, I will keep representing the views of House District 22 next year. Your voices and votes are important. Thank you.
Thank you for taking a moment to get educated about your choices today. We are living in the worst economic times since the Great Depression, and this election is your opportunity to help bring about change. My husband and I have operated a wholesale nursery just north of Salem for 30 years. I have deep roots in this community. Our 2 children and our 2 grandchildren were born in the same Silverton hospital where I was born. I've been active for many years in the Oregon Association of Nurseries, serving as president and chair of both the Government Relations Committee and the Nursery Association's Political Action Committee. My roots and common sense in running a business will give me stability. I am prepared to prioritize spending, to look for opportunity, and eliminate waste. My deep roots in this state remind me that Oregon is a special place that can be responsibly managed. We can provide jobs and opportunity for families today and still protect resources for the future. I have roots in citizen activism. My work in the Nursery Association taught me how to advance policy and impact decisions in a way that protected and promoted agriculture. These past few years have been tough. Our legislature made it tougher. My opponent knows Oregonians have never supported a sales tax, but she voted for House Bill 3405 that created a hidden gross receipts tax. The gross receipts tax is the primary reason that I decided to run. My opponent thought that if they called it a gross receipts tax and told you that it only applied to businesses, that it would be too complicated and you wouldn't recognize it. In fact, if my business and many other businesses in Oregon, just like mine, lose money, the gross receipts tax will apply on all sales. Oregonians are too smart to allow these kinds of sleight-of-hand tricks to be used to destroy jobs and too smart to let politicians get away with it. But she didn't support just that tax. The legislature has doubled spending in the last 10 years. And my opponent was there for 6 of those high spending years. In the last 4 years alone, she has supported tax and fee increases 60 times. We must demand better service from the people we elect. The current leadership is oblivious to the needs of citizens. That was demonstrated in the decisions made last session. We saw them raise your taxes by $733 million and complain about massive budget cuts. Only in government is $733 million of new spending described as sacrificial cuts. We saw hardworking employees at the lowest levels of government forced to take furlough days, and many had to take lower positions to keep their jobs. Yet those in top leadership got fat increases in pay. We saw state employees with Wall Street-type investment jobs get Wall Street-style salaries in the range of $160,000. When they lost millions of dollars in state investments, they were rewarded with Wall Street-style bonuses of up to $57,000 each. We saw departments that support businesses and jobs have their budgets slashed, while departments that support government get huge increases. Oregon has consistently struggled with one of the highest unemployment rates in the country, even when the economy was good. It's not good now. Oregon's unemployment rate runs in the worst 2 or 3, as usual. And what do the politicians do? They pat us on the head and give us Pollyanna attitudes. They really think we're too stupid to see it. It's time we saw government providing the fertile soil of opportunity instead of being the tall weeds of opposition that citizens need to overcome. My opponent is a nice lady. There's no disputing her easygoing personality. But I have to ask you, how are you and your children doing? Do you feel secure? Do you have the confidence that if nothing changes a year from now, things will be better? If you had a business with a nice district manager who grossly overspent her budget and produced nothing, and the employees in the department had to be laid off, and there were no solutions in sight, would you keep her on staff, even if she was really nice? Probably not. You might give her a nice reception and bring in someone who could save those jobs. That is your responsibility now. Change will take a concerted effort. There is a movement underway to plant the seeds of positive change. All of us pulling together can affect these positive changes, not just in this state, but across the nation. But it will only succeed if we, the people, want it badly enough to vote out the politicians who brought us to the brink of disaster. The election is the opportunity to grow jobs in the local community. Let's work together to put an end to runaway spending and rising unemployment. Career politicians are afraid to tackle the difficult issues because they're always thinking of re-election. It's time for a new kind of leader for a more prosperous Oregon. Thank you for taking time to learn more about what you can do for the future of Oregon. To learn more about the campaign, visit my website at www.friendsofcathy.net. Thank you for your time today.